Hello, this is James. I have another farming deck for you all. And this one again uses raw. I do have other ones that don't use raw, and I'm working on them, but for right now this is what I've got. Basically, Chaz had level 40 Chaz has two things that clear your field of monsters. Raigeki and Armed Dragon level 10. And the solution to that is to not have any monsters. You could use the Dark Paladin deck, but that one's expensive, and I feel that this is more consistent. So the core is Kisatai, Ra, Massive Morph, and then Temple of the Mind's Eye, and Cosmic Compass, and Double Summon. So what you do is you have Armed Dragon. He gets Armed Dragon level 5. I'll explain in the replays, but basically, he gets Armed Dragon level 5. You play Kisatai face down. He attacks the Kisatai. Kisatai's effect: when your opponent's monster attacks this card in face down defense position, the card becomes an equipped spell card equipped to the attacking monster. No damage calculation. So Armed Dragon level 5 is not getting a kill, so it doesn't level up to Armed Dragon level 7. During each of your opponent's standby phases, increase your life points by half of the attack of the monster equipped with this card. Then that's why we have Massive Morph. It prevents him from attacking our life points, and it also gets us a big, juicy life point boost. We also have Temple of the Mind's Eye that lets us stall out because it makes all of the damage. Instead of 3,000 damage, it's only 1,000 damage, and that lets us make profit off of the Kisatai life points. Because say it's an Armed Dragon level 5 infected with Kisatai, and it's Massive Morphed. So it's 4,800 attack. We're getting 2,400 attack, 2,400 life points. The Armed Dragon level 5 can't attack. His other two monsters are attacking, so it's plus 2,400 and minus 2,000 for that turn. So it's a profit of 400, but then we play other cards. We play more Massive Morphs. That increases that up until we have over 10,000 life points. Then we play Cosmic Compass, summon our tokens, double summon, and then summon Ra, and then we don't really need anything else because Chaz just has a beat stick deck. We don't need any magic arrows or even storm. I was using this for research purposes, but he doesn't have anything terrible. And so you summon Ra, and then just attack one of his monsters and get over 10,000 damage and win in glorious fashion. Kisatai is a drop from Weevil, but if you don't want to farm Weevil, if you just want to get into farming Chaz, you can get Kisatai from the rare tickets, from the PvP rewards, PvP rare tickets. The only money card that you need is Double Summon, but it's still cheaper than Dark Paladin. Different Dimension Capsule, because to draw into Raw faster. Storm, I said you don't really need. I would even take this out. And then Draining Shield, I have it in the replays, but you don't need it. It's just an extra insurance. You can replace it with an Enchanted Javelin. And then another card I was thinking about, but don't have it in the replays, but it would be good to use, is Defense Draw. At the opponent's turn, at damage calculation, make the battle damage you take from this battle 0, and if you do, draw one card. That's useful. And then there's some more rules to like the order of playing stuff, but I'll explain that in the clips. Roll the clips. So, quick housekeeping note, I did not invent this deck. I got it from a Thai YouTuber named Sync Rapifat. I have put a link in the description. And the reason I thought it was pretty good was because it didn't use any particular skill, so it's good for getting stuff on Bastion. Now the reason, and I have Draw Sense Dark just because I have that on Bastion, and I use it because I only have 2 Kisatais and I want to draw into one. And the reason I don't set Kisatai, this is one of the rules, I didn't set Kisatai initially, is because I didn't want it to get it on Kamakiri. I wanted to get it on Armed Dragon level 5, right? Now, he always attacks with his weaker monsters first, but the way to force him to attack with his Armed Dragon level 5 is to Massive Morph it. So he wants to get the attack from Armed Dragon level 5 because it can't attack directly. So it attacks the Kisatai, and then you're all set. Now you generally don't want to put 2 Kisatais on the same Armed Dragon, because eventually he uses level up. You don't give him any skills, but he uses level up to. And the reason I set that Crystal Seer is because I could see it, I could feel it coming. So I went ahead and set the Crystal Seer. But anyway, so he either Armed Dragon level 5 gets a kill, or he uses the level up spell, and then you need to reinfect the Armed Dragon level 10. And that's pretty easy. Just go, turn your toggle to on, and then Massive Morph Armed Dragon level 10. It attacks because it can't attack you directly, and then it gets infected, and now you're all set. Now you can just completely relax and not worry about anything. Just keep drawing your cards. There's Ra. And no, we couldn't actually. You wanna get up to about over 100,000 and then attack one of his weaker monsters. That's how this deck wins. So we have another Massive Morph, and then we're gonna Massive Morph the Armed Dragon level 10 to get more. And here I'm like confusing farming instincts and PvP instincts. I'm the Massive Morph him at the last second. It's gonna get him. But anyway, I Massive Morph him and I get the Draining Shield, and then somebody else kills Crystal Sea and I draw it that much faster. But you don't have to draw. You don't have to deck out. And here we're gonna win in this turn. And another good thing about this deck is, did I already say it didn't require any skills? Yeah. So I'm using Draw Sense Dark because I just happen to have that on the Bastion, and like I said, it's good for the Kisatais. But you don't have to have any particular skill. It just kind of smooths everything out, especially when you only have 2. And oh yes, I will give all of my life for Ra. So pretty good, like way overkill. This is a video of Chazz level 30, and actually it's more, and he is pretty much the same deck. And here what I'm looking for is, I see the Tiger V-Jet, and I know he's gonna, like, this deck is supposed to summon, that XYZ VW monster, and so that's what I'm looking at. So I'm trying to figure out who's gonna get the Kisatai, because I don't want to put it on a monster that's gonna get special summoned into another monster. And then another thing about the Kisatai is, make sure you have a slot free, because if you don't have the slot free, then it can't equip, and then it doesn't take effect. But Chazz level 30 is actually more difficult because his monsters are much smaller, and that prevents you from getting as many life points. And I go ahead and put 2 Kisatais on. I can't see anyway that blue monster because I figure it's not part of the combo. It's like one of his low level monsters. And then here I'm thinking like, it's just kind of going back and forth in stasis. It's like plus 2,000, minus 2,000. But this is where the Enchanted Javelins get in. They let you get above your income, so to speak. And I'm that old PvP combo. They attack and then you activate Enchanted Javelin and then you chain Massive Morph so that they don't attack, and you get all of those sweet life points. Let's see. And so pretty much, because he can't tribute summon, and he doesn't have his monsters out. He doesn't have the monsters out that he can use to summon, the big crazy Voltron monster that I assume is in his deck. So he's just kind of stuck. He's just kind of stuck, losing to me. Kisatai, direct attack. I turn another massive morph, and then so this next massive morph is what's going to let us finally get enough life points so that we can just summon Ra and win. And then here's the thing: if you have Storm, because you need to get rid of Temple of the Mind's Eye. I forgot to mention that you must get rid of Temple of the Mind's Eye, otherwise it doesn't work. So you can either storm it out, or you can play another face down Temple of the Mind's Eye on top of it. To make sure that Ra is not only doing 1,000 damage. To make sure that Ra is doing his full and glorious damage of 11,600. Peerless Infinite Victory. And I'm just checking out the cards. And this is a level 40 farm, and this I make a couple misplays, but it still comes out okay, and you still score over 8K. So this deck is pretty robust. You know, we set, because Arm Dragon level 3 turns into Arm Dragon level 5, so I can set the Kisatai, and then Massive Morph, make sure Arm Dragon level 5 attacks the Kisatai, and then there's that Javelin combo. So it's looking pretty good. We don't activate the Draw Sense Dark. Again, you do not need a specific skill. Kisatai Prophet, Massive Morph. And I'm saving the Massive Morph because I don't know if he's going to level up the dragon. Like, I don't know when that's going to happen. And I go ahead and get my second Kisatai, but I don't set it because I don't need to. Because I know he's gonna play level up. I can feel it. So he tribute summons for an Arm Dragon level 5, but we don't care because everything is just compressed down to 1,000 damage anyway. And the turn, because I'm thinking about playing the Crystal Seer because I'm like, level is gonna happen. No, it's not, and then it does. So now, is it kind of rough? I should have gone Massive Morph combo here, but it ends up not mattering. This is one of the replays. I'm thinking like, because this is only Arm Dragon level 7, it's not level 10. I don't want to Massive Morph something that's just gonna get sent off and leveled up. Again, another Massive Morph, so we're pretty good. And that's what all this is. I'm like waiting on the Arm Dragon level 10. I don't know if it's gonna happen. So I figure, it's not gonna happen. And here's the misplay: is the Kisatai gets put on the Kamakiri because I activate Massive Morph too late. And so I just go ahead and set Enchanted Javelin so that I can get enough life points to mop to put out Ra. We're going to Enchanted Javelin. So we still have over 8,000. So we have plenty of life points. We're not going to get over 10,000 damage. Again, get rid of Temple of the Mind's Eye. I should have said that earlier, but make sure you get rid of Temple of the Mind's Eye. And then he activates his trap that, like, I don't know what it does, but it does something and gives you a monster. I'm not sure what that's for. I think it just clogs up the field. Like, go Ojama. But anyway, Ra. Once more, smash. Over 8K. Thank you for watching.